Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time coming here to my channel, I would just want to say welcome to the family. And also on top of that, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet and this is your first time coming in, make sure to go ahead and click the subscribe button by pressing the icon bell on this video, or that you can go ahead and go through straight to my channel and just go ahead and subscribe to that. Okay, so what is the reason why I created this video is because I just wanted to just let you know my background in regards to Intertwine Healing Therapy and actually tell you a story as to why I became a healer in the first place. So before that could happen, go ahead and just sit back and relax and enjoy the video. So it's story time. So let's go ahead and talk about exactly why I became a healer in the first place. So my title is called Master Healer, which means I went through extensive healing schools, which is like continuously working on shamanic practices, Reiki healing, on top of that, feng shui consultant, also life coaching, and also becoming a marriage family therapist and licensed professional clinical counseling, right? So I'm still working on those hours, but I am certified on the other things that I mentioned earlier. So you're probably wondering, Rika, what's the reason why you became a healer in the first place, right? So just backstory, I actually went through an awakening phase back in 2021 because I was introduced to crystals, I was introduced to energy readings, I was introduced to a lot of things as to what I do now, right? However, I was always been such a spiritual and also very unique individual that went through so much pain, right? I went through a lot of traumas, which is childhood trauma, a lot of narcissistic abuse with like family dynamics. Also on top of that, I went through a spiritual narcissistic abuse as well too, which is very quite frightening actually, and I didn't realize how badly it got and it spiraled out of control. So when did my first awakening phase happen? It was back in 2021 when I ended up discovering that I have a twin flame. And mind you, I had no idea what a twin flame was. And the reason why the twin flame journey even began is because of the fact that there was a lot of people in my life that was actually really intertwinedly connected with twin flames. And this is the reason why the name Intertwine Healing and Therapy was born. So I went through a spiritual healer, and unfortunately that didn't work out for very long. And on top of that, I became so lost into my own identity. I didn't know who I was anymore. And on top of that, I was going through so much pain with my twin flame because we're not reunion right now, right? We're in separation. And then on top of that, I was going through a lot of family dynamic relationship issues, amongst other things like complex traumas, a lot of things like just kind of surfaced, right? So how did the twin flame journey begin for me? Well, apparently I didn't even know what the term was. I didn't even realize it even existed until 2021. But I actually had a twin flame, and I've known my twin flame since 2002. I've actually met my twin flame while I was in a very abusive relationship at the time. And then also on top of that, didn't even realize how similar we both were. When we had a whirlwind romance back in early millenniums, which is 2010, 2011, that's when my whole world really changed, and it really rocked a lot of things in my soul and my heart. Then on top of that, I had a complex relationship with my soulmates, right? So there was a lot of things going on, and I was so confused and I was so lost within myself. I didn't know who I was. So what did I do in order for me to try to understand this? The whole reason why I ended up searching deep within my soul of Reiki. I didn't even know what Reiki was until one person told me about it, and I said, okay, maybe this is something that I need. Maybe this is something that this healer can actually explain to me, which turns out, unfortunately, this person didn't even know what they knew what a twin flame was, but they didn't know how to answer my question. So I kind of just went with it and rolled with it and went through that healing journey. And then I ended up becoming attuned as a Reiki practitioner, right? That unfortunately the energy wasn't exactly what I hoped to be, and it wasn't that great. So I ended up looking for other healers and elsewhere, which I did. Thank goodness. I found so many beautiful ones. So I was reattuned as a Reiki practitioner with Be Radiant by Deanna. So she's such a beautiful soul. I went through a shamanic complex trauma, healing with a shamanic practitioner named Elena from Soul Journey Within. She was so amazing to me. She cleared off so many of my resentments, the curses that I had, that was attached to me, even though I had a healer who took off the curses and stuff, but it wasn't working. Like nothing was like, I thought it was working, but it really wasn't working because I wasn't feeling better. But when Elena helped me out, it really opened up my eyes a lot more into the healing journey that I had more to work on. And I did, thank goodness, that I feel 60% more healed now. As I always tell my clients and my students that not everybody is going to heal 100% or even 90% at that. There's no such thing. And it's a continuous journey where you're going through that healing process, right? I went through so much to the point where even my twin flame was affected, very affected into the traumas, into, a lot of things that he couldn't even understand as well. So how long do you say I've known my twin flame, and how long we've been in this separation from, our twin flame journey? It's been about 22, 23 years now, actually, this year. So are we still good friends? Yes. Me and my twin flame have a very, very good relationship as far as, being my mentor, being my best friend, being my everything. And I love my soulmate as well too. I have a soulmate, and we're working it through as much as possible. And I'm just going with the flow. You know what I mean? A lot of people always ask me, doesn't that hurt you? Doesn't that affect you? Back then, if I was to go back in 2021, it would probably be if it's still affecting me, probably even 2022, 2023, it would still be affecting me. But nowadays, I'm actually really not much as affected as I used to be. I just go with the flow. Like, I'm just flowing with what the universe and what my spirit guides are trying to teach me. So that's one of the particular reasons why I became a master healer. So I just wanted to let you know that I have actually gotten my certification as a shamanic practitioner. So I pretty much know how to heal people with, who has gone through hexes and curses like myself. Unfortunately, I was sorry about that. There's a lot of energies that I'm feeling who's watching this, and it's coming through. So when you're hearing me burp, that's really exactly the reason why. So the reason why I went through my shamanic practitioner journey is because it's not only just to get my certification, but it was like a healing process for me. So for me to understand my soul purpose, my soul journey, and to gain back my soul retrieval that I have lost. And I went through that journey, and it was one of the most unforgettable experiences I've actually went through. So which is fantastic. It really helped me with my healing. And then also on top of that, understanding what true Reiki is, right? I didn't even know as a master that I was going to be able to discover my own, Reiki symbol. And I did. I literally saw it right before my eyes, and I know what the symbol looks like, and I can actually draw it and then use it because it's tailored to me. It's tailored to my soul, and it's tailored to how I heal people. So that was amazing how Deanna explained that to me. So I was really happy about that. And then also on top of that, I met very much beautiful souls out there, like the connection, energy alignment. And I finally started to understand as to why some people disappear in my life and why they don't stick around. It's because my energy just doesn't align with them. I wasn't my full authentic self until now. So how did this journey all started? I will say it all started with the twin flame. So that's the reason why I have Intertwine Healing Therapy here, because I know for a lot of you guys are going through so much. I'm pretty sure you guys are going through twin flame separation. Twin flames is something that I'm going to be explaining on my next video. So more than likely, this is just an introduction of the channel as to why I became a healer in the first place. So you're going through twin flame separation. You probably had a whirlwind romance that felt so good, and then all of a sudden it disappeared. You don't understand why and what connection that was. You're probably going through relationship issues, whether that was your family dynamics or, friendships or coworkers, whatever that may be. or you probably went through a narcissistic abusive relationship, whether that it could also be family, friends, or you have a hard time with self boundaries or placing healthy boundaries on others, right? So that could be another reason why you're here too. So there's so many different dynamics as to why you clicked this channel. And again, you came to the right place and you are searching. So let's go ahead and dive together to this healing process together. And I'm going to go ahead and hold your hand. So more likely of the work is going to be within you, but I'm going to be the healer that's always going to be here no matter what and what support that may be. Okay. So I want you guys to go ahead and click on some of the videos that's over here. I hope you enjoy it. There's also pick a card readings, like where you can see me in action as to what resonates to you in you guys' energy reading. Some of them are actually probably tailored to you and I can feel those energies. So I do personal readings as well too. So I'm guided into that. So more than likely I've been guided into energy reading since I was 13 years old, but I never really embraced it because there was a lot of things that went on in my life where it involved around dark magic. And I was always really scared of that. And of course, I was a Christian back then. So a lot of times Christianity kind of just instilled to me how bad it was at what I was doing. And it's like, no, it's not. It's actually really a beautiful thing. It's guided by God. It's guided by the universe. It's guided by so many of my spirit guides, right? So that's the reason why I became a master healer for you. So again, if I am the healer for you, go ahead and make sure to click onto my website at www.intertwinehealingtherapy.com. Book an appointment with me for a 30-minute consult. I can almost guarantee it to you, you may end up choosing me as your healer. So until then, I'll go ahead and see you guys onto this channel, and I will be uploading some, different types of educational informations, or sometimes a pick a card reading. So just enjoy it, sit back and relax. Like I said, entertain yourself a little bit with the videos if you're not with me in person. I'll see you guys then.